It's 6:30 and I am leaving uni now. Well, what a crazy ending to this week.
Can I do it more?
Do it more. Good morning. Good morning. It is my last week of my first semester of my second year of university. And I thought I would bring you along with me. I'm really excited for this semester to be over and just have a little bit of breathing time. So I guess without further ado, let's get up, even though I'd much rather stay in bed all day long. University. I'm 10 minutes early, which is a great thing, but I'm flipping exhausted. Look at these huge bags. Absolutely awful. But let's just get this week done. I feel like all my vlogs are the same things. They have definitely a vlog of me in bed, me talking about I'm tired, and me vlogging from my desk. But this is just the real life, day in the life reality, what it looks like to be a part of my world. You almost missed the grey man because we were vlogging. I literally just said grey man, I meant green man. What did I say about at some point me sitting on my desk and talking to the camera? It's literally 11:50 at night. Today we had this thing called marathon, which is where they extend our 4-hour class to an 8-hour class. So everybody stays, including the teachers, and we all stayed until 10 p.m. And within those 8 hours, I got up one time. Got up, went to buy a drink, and then came back. It was just 8 hours of straight work. And honestly, I'm sitting at my desk right now because I'm about to start working. I got home from university at 11:15, just ate dinner, and now I'm gonna work. And I think I'll work until 1, maybe 2, and then bedtime, and then we start again tomorrow and we do the whole thing again. Tomorrow I actually don't have scheduled classes, but I have to go to university and prep for Wednesday as well as do homework. This is what the final week looks like. In all honesty, at this point you've seen my final weeks of my first semester and my second semester of my first year. And honestly, at this point in other years, I've felt much more ready than I do now. I have a big presentation in 2 weeks. So there's still time to do work, but I don't feel ready at all. There's a lot of things I haven't done. And everyone, I'm not behind. It's the whole class is behind. You can also see my state of mind, considering that I have a 1 nail and 2 tips done. Such is life. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking to you and start working. It's literally 4 a.m. proof. But this is just what the last week of university looks like. I finished working at around 3. I've now showered. I've clearly done my skin and I have my retainer in. But I'm gonna hit the sack now. I'm falling asleep anyway. But this is just like the reality of university life. I can't even string a sentence together. I'm gonna sleep. Good night. Good morning. Absolutely no joke. I dreamt about my work. In my class, we're building an apartment, and I literally dreamt about the software Rhino and about this apartment. And I only realized once I woke up. I guess that's what happens when you work until 4 a.m. It's now 10:30. I'm actually gonna start getting up and heading off to university. I don't have any scheduled classes today, but I need to go there and do work. So we have a little bit of a commute because my university is a little bit far away. I want this week to be over because I'm done. I'm like, unfortunately, I'm a bit burnt out. However, there's so much work to do. There is so much. All of my other classes, I'm very much on track. Like, I'm not behind at all. My main class, think everyone is behind. Like, they keep just putting more and more work on us, but we haven't finished the last step. So there's just a lot to do, and there's a lot of stress. Let's get up and go. It like looks a lot later than it is. I think it's like 6:30. Yeah, it's 6:30 and I am leaving uni now. It was my off day, so I spent the whole day here, but at least I got a lot of stuff done. My presentation for tomorrow is done. Just feeling good, but I still have to go home and do a lot of work for another class. So the day is definitely not done by any means. It'll be done at 2 a.m. but we're making progress. The design school in my uni, like, it doesn't close on Tuesdays, but I don't think any scheduled classes happen on Tuesdays. So it's really weird to see like the whole building so empty, but like the whole campus is pumping, but just the design school doesn't happen on Tuesday. I'm currently using my pillow as a tripod, but it is 2:10 in the morning and I am finally finished. Well, not even finished my work. I'm just deciding to call it a night for tonight. So it's been a crazy day and I've been awful at vlogging, but I'm going to quickly put all of my skincare nighttime creams on and then really call it a day. It's 2:10 now. I have to wake up at 6:45. That's 4.5 hours of sleep. So we're gonna be a super happy camper in the morning. But that's just what the last week of the semester looks like. It's just been a crazy semester. I think this really encapsulates the whole experience of the whole semester. It hasn't been easy. Some parts have not been fun, but I'm at a point now. I mean, it's the last week, so thank God I'm happy, but right now it's safe to say that I like my work and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of the efforts that I've put into the semester. During the semester, all I want to do is cry, and I'm sure before my final presentations I'll be there again. But right now, in this moment, with 4 dots of cream on my face, it's safe to say that I'm quite proud of the efforts that I put in and the work that I'm producing now. It's taken me a while. We've been working on this part of the assignment. Basically, I have this class called Studio. I literally have my retainer in, like I'm ready for that. In my studio class, you basically work on one project the entire semester. And this part of the project, which we're building an apartment building, we've been working on it. Like we were told, sorry, I'm looking for my lip balm. We were told about this and we started it basically a month ago, and it has taken me 6 goes to like what I'm doing, meaning I started from the beginning 6 times. But I'm finally at a point now where I'm quite proud of my work and I really like it and I'm feeling it and I feel my creative juices, and I don't know, really, I feel very lucky to be at this stage. It's taken a freaking while, but I feel good. I mean, I'm exhausted as all hell, but that's just what the last week of the semester looks like. Bedtime. Well, 4 hours later, I am up, I am dressed, I am heading to the bus. I am exhausted as all hell, and I'm waiting for it to like really hit me. Like, I'm tired, but I don't feel like I slept 4 hours, but like I know that I slept 4 hours, so like something bad sure is gonna happen. We're in the lobby. I'm very much a night bird, always have been, and I very much don't like to go to sleep unless all my work is done. which is not a good thing in regard to having no discipline when it comes to going to sleep. So right now we're nearing the end of Jan, which firstly is crazy that the first month of 2023 is over, but relatively it's not that cold. We had like 3 weeks of freezing weather beginning of Jan, December time, but now I don't have a coat. I'm in a long sleeve, but it's not that cold. I'm so confused by this weather. Oh, it's beautiful. The beat inside. Well, I just got out of a meeting with one of my professors on Zoom. Got home, it's now 7:30. I need to eat dinner and I need to work. I got home from uni at around 6 o'clock. Ate something, spoke to my roommate, had this meeting. And now, as you all know, I'm gonna sit at this desk for the next 6 hours and work. I say 6 hours, but and I said it as an exaggeration, but now I'm looking at the clock and it's completely accurate. Such is, hey? But tomorrow's my last day of semester, which is crazy. It is so insane. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just put my ring light on for better lighting. I literally spoke about this morning how it wasn't that cold and I didn't take a jacket. I was freezing the whole day. It's under my dress, so you can't see it. I don't know if you can see this. I literally have a hot water bottle. I'm so cold. So I was thinking about it today. I was trying to figure out sort of how I'm feeling about the semester ending. And I've got to say, it's been a really hard semester. It's definitely been the hardest semester, emotionally, physically. The workload has been so different. I feel like the level of expectation has been so different. It hasn't been easy. I haven't been I've enjoyed it now that I'm at the end, but during it, it was so hard. It was just it just felt like too much sometimes. And I was thinking about it today that I really feel proud of myself. I'm right now at the stage that I'm at, I'm excited to work and I like my work and I like my presentations, but throughout this semester, it hasn't always been that way. It hasn't felt that way. I haven't been proud. I've been very, very disconnected. And the teacher that I had, I like her now because I like my work, but she's very tough. And during the year, every time I would sit with her because I didn't like my work, any criticism she gave me, I was like, that's it, I'm awful. And she's not the warmest lady. I mean, she's never gonna watch this video. She wasn't the warmest lady. She's a great teacher, I'm very happy in the end, but during the semester, it was very, very hard. And I think it's really important that teachers know that their words have impact on students. And I was really being very, very hard on myself and really not enjoying it. And then getting her criticism was really, really difficult. And I think just a combination of everything made this semester really hard. And while it has been really hard, I've never ever been more proud of myself. The fact that we all push through, we get to the end, we do things, we like our work, we fall in love with what we've done, we're proud of ourselves. Being proud of myself is not something that I find very easily. I'm my worst judge. I'm the harshest critic. I will pump everybody else up in the universe, but if you ask me to give myself one compliment, I'd rather run for the hills. It's just not natural to me, and that doesn't mean I shouldn't work on it. Obviously I should work on it, but it's just not something that I naturally do. And so being in a position now where I'm, especially in a creative world, it's so easy to compare yourself, so easily. And I fall very full to that. I compare myself to a lot of the students that I work with, and it's really, really hard. But I've never been more proud of myself right now in this moment of actually being proud of my work and liking it and being a fan and thinking shoot, I did a good job. It's such a crazy thing to feel. And the fact that I feel that is a huge accomplishment. And I think all of us, especially when the semester is intense, and I was saying this to my friend the other day, when the semester is intense, you have no time to pump yourself up at all. All you want is, and all you're thinking about is how much more you have to do and how much you haven't done and how you're not good enough and all these different self-doubt, that there's no time to even be proud of yourself and to acknowledge everything that you've accomplished. And I think it's really important now, where we are right now, to be you know what, freaking hell, I did a freaking good job. I can't believe I'm here. And am I done? Absolutely not. I will probably be more proud of myself once I'm finished. I'm like, shoot, like I'm actually happy with my work, and I think it's a huge accomplishment. And I think all of us, whatever you're doing right now, stop for a second and really look back and understand where you are and how much progress you've made, and be like, just register to yourself how much you've done. I think it's so hard to do and we have no time to do it, but it's important to right now take a moment for yourself. Take that moment for yourself right now to be like, wow, look what I did. Or look where I am. I might not be at the end, but I'm definitely not at the beginning anymore. And that's freaking amazing. And it's such a weird thing to do, especially in university when there's so much pressure for everything and so much stress. And this meeting I had just now was literally about an assignment I have due tomorrow, and I have so much work to do and whatever. But it's like, crap, like, I'm okay. I've done okay. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah. Pumping yourself up is a crazy thing, especially in times of pressure. But we gotta find time for it. And that being said, I'm gonna start working. I love you. Good morning. I was so sad on making it to university on time, and the freaking bus driver didn't stop. So now I'm gonna be late. But it is what it is. My last day, rocking the under eye bags. But let's just go and crush it, and then we're done. So you guys know me at this point. You know I don't do anything half-heartedly. And I was walking home. No, I was leaving university, and as I reached this morning, I had my friend's birthday dinner tonight, which I'm already late for. And I was running for the bus, and I fell, and I sliced both my knees and my hand. I'm like bleeding still, stinging as all hell. And I had I had a presentation yesterday. I'm not sure if I showed it, but our project was we had to make these cement tiles, and it was in my bag, and it smashed everywhere. So now we're finally home, and I'm also home like 20 minutes after I was supposed to be home. So I'm late for dinner, and I'm bleeding, a broken project, and I'm stinging. It's just one of those days. One of those freaking days. I'm gonna go home, clean up, go to this dinner, and hopefully end the night on a more positive note.
Yeah, you could have nachos in it. She cracked it. She just like crack it, smack it.
Cracked?
Yeah. Can I do it more? Yeah.
Do it more.
Oh, careful! Not so intense. It's on the sleeve. It's on your sleeve.
That's hilarious. Well, what a crazy ending to this week. Going out for dinner with my friends was so lovely. I spoke a little bit on my way from the bus out my fall. As you can literally see my cut on my hand. I won't show you my knees because they're absolutely horrendous. But just what a way to end. What a way to end the week. So freaking annoying. Not only did I cut myself everywhere, and now I'm injured, and like it's very sore when I walk everything. But I broke my university projects, and I have to do that again. It is what it is. I guess that's what happens when I rush, which, as you've definitely seen this week, I rush a lot. But all my classes are done. All of a sudden I feel like a weight lifted, which is crazy. There's so much work to do. Don't get me wrong. There is so much work to do. But I submitted a paper tonight, and now we're onto the presentation period, which is insane. But my roommates and I watched, I think 40 minutes of a movie, and one roommate fell asleep. I was falling asleep. My other roommate was the most awake, but she was beginning to fall asleep. So we called it a night. This is the earliest that I've been to sleep. As you guys have seen, I've had 3.5 hours of sleep for the last 2 nights. And now I'm so chaotic, I apologize. It's 1:36, which is the earliest I've been to sleep this whole week. So I'm gonna hit the sack, get in bed. I'm so excited to sleep, and see you in the morning. Good night. And we survived. Well, this is Becky editing this video, and it's safe to say that this week was a crazy, hectic, very, very difficult week. I mean, I even fell over it with blood, sweat, and tears went into this week. However, I'm so proud of all the effort that I put in, and it's safe to say that we made it through. And next week's video will be my entire presentation period, so all the effort that I put into this week and what that effort resulted in. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next, like this video, and just remember to be proud of yourself. We all have crazy weeks, whether it's just a week in the middle of July, or it's the end of your exam period, or it's a semester break, whatever it is. Life can be really hectic, and it's really important to be proud of ourselves. So give yourself a pat on the back for whatever you've accomplished this week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!